Okay, so reading this question here, right, the important line here I think is this bit here. It says the diameter of the circular face has the same length as the size of the cube. So this sort of hemisphere here, right, of course the radius is r, the diameter then will be 2r, won't it? Okay, you see that there, that's another r, and obviously another radius here. So the diameter is going to be 2r, and it's saying, look, that's the length of the square. So that's 2r. Because it's, sorry, cube, isn't it? Not square, cube. And because it's a cube, right, a cube, all the sides are the same length, okay? Right? That's what a cube is, like a dice. All the sides are the same length. Different to a cuboid, of course. Cuboid, like a cereal box, the lengths are different. When we say cube, all the lengths are the same. So it says the volume of the whole toy is 1261.8 centimeter cubed. All right. So the volume, of course, consists of the volume of the cube plus the volume of the hemisphere. The volume of the cube is going to be straightforward, isn't it? Because it's going to be length times width times height. Okay, that's how you work out the volume of the cube. So that would be 2r times 2r times 2r. Alright, that will be the volume of the cube. Plus then, okay, so the volume of the whole tower will be the cube, plus then the volume of this hemisphere. And remember in the formula sheet, page 2, they don't give you a hemisphere, they give you a sphere. But of course, sphere is just double a hemisphere, isn't it? It's got two hemispheres on their spheres, so you know, a hemisphere is half of a sphere, so just 2/3 instead of 4/3. So that'll be 2/3 pi r cubed equals 1261.8. Now work all that out there on your calculator. Now when you work this out, right, don't be afraid to work out the numbers. Leave the r's where they are, okay, as such. Well, put the r's together, can't you? Let's do the numbers. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Use your calculator if you want. R times r times r is r cubed, right? So it's important you do that. And then you've got this here. Now on my calculator I'm going to do 2/3 times pi. Now I'm going to use 3.14, I always use that, and I get this, and I'm going to change that to a decimal, so I get 2.093 recurring. Now you can include that recurring if you want, it's up to you, and that equals to 1261.8. So the volume of these two objects separately is the cube and there's the hemisphere. Add them together, it should equal the total volume of this here. Now what I need to do next is put these together, okay? And it's important, really important, when you put these together, you're still going to end up with an r cubed, okay? You don't get r to the power 6, right? Anything like that, right? Don't think like that. You know, the power only changes when you're timesing, isn't it? If you think of indices, if we were timesing, then you would add the powers, right? But when we're adding, we just add these numbers. We've got 8r cubed plus this. Well, this already in there, look, so plus 8 to this. So now we've got 10.093 recurring r cubed, okay? Right, still r cubed, so 8 of them here, and sort of 2 of them here. Well, we've got 10 of them now in total. It goes 1261.8, and then to get r cubed, right, of course then you need to, because we multiply in here, take it over and divide. So then I can do 1261.8 divided by ants, and I get 125.01, and then to get r, of course, then I need to cube root this, because you take the cube over and you take the cube root, so on here, shift cube root ants, and that comes out to be, well, there you go, 5, look, pretty much exactly, isn't it, 5 centimeters, okay, it's the nearest. Now they're asking for the height of the toy. Now if you think about the height of the toy, it'll be 2r, which is the cubit here, plus then an r, because remember, you know, the height of a hemisphere is just the radius, isn't it? So 2r plus r will equal to 3r, okay, and 3r, then we know r is 5, so that will become 15 centimeters.